Hello friends, welcome to my channel IELTSdailytips.com. In this video, we will be talking about IELTS test format for the year 2020. IELTS stands for International English Language Testing System. IELTS is of two types, the journal test and the academic test. Now, the journal test is taken by those people who want to immigrate to English-speaking countries for the purpose of PR, means permanent residency, and work. An academic test is taken by those people who want to pursue higher studies in the English speaking countries. Both the journal and the academic IELTS are divided into four modules, that is the reading, listening, writing, and speaking. Now, here, one more thing I want to mention is that the reading and the writing is different for the journal and the academic IELTS, whereas the listening and the speaking are the same. Reading is for 60 minutes, listening test is for 40 minutes, writing test is again for 60 minutes, and the speaking is for 11 to 14 minutes. Now, the reading, listening, and writing occurs on the same day, and it's for 2 hours, 40 minutes at a stretch without any break in between. And the speaking test will be either on the same day or 1 week before or after the test. Now, let's discuss each module one by one for journal as well as academic test. So let's start with the reading. Now, in case of journal test, the reading has three sections, and each section will have one or two passages, and from there you have to answer 40 questions. Whereas in case of academic test, it also has three sections. Each section will have one long passage each, and in this also you have to answer 40 questions. Now, here I want to mention that in that academic test, the reading module in the academic test is a bit difficult as compared to the journal test. The sections in each of the journal test and academic test are in the order of difficulty, means the first section will be easier as compared to the third section, which will be slightly difficult. And the very important thing you should remember here is that you are not given extra time to transfer the answer to an answer sheet. So you have first of all you have to solve all the paper on the question booklet, and then you have to transfer it to the answer sheet. But that should be done within 1 hour. Now let's come to the second module, that is the listening one. So the listening is same for the journal test as well as the academic test. Now here I want to tell one thing, that on 4th January 2020, some small changes were introduced to the instructions and layout of the paper-based listening test. The word section was changed to the parts. Like the paper-based test will now be divided into part 1, part 2, part 3, and part 4. The part 1 example was removed. And the third thing which was changed was that the page number references were removed. Now let's come to the detail of the listening test. Now listening test is divided into four parts with 10 questions each. You have to read, listen, and write at the same time, so be attentive. 10 minutes extra will be given for transferring the answers to the answer sheets. Like listening test is for 40 minutes. 30 minutes will be for the test, plus 10 minutes extra will be given for transferring the answer to the answer sheets. Also, the recording is played only once, so be attentive. So, now let's come to the third module, that is the writing part. The writing test is different for the journal IELTS and the academic IELTS. In case of journal test, you will be getting two tasks, task 1 and task 2. In the task 1, you have to write the letter, and in the task 2, you will get the essay. Now, the journal test is for 1 hour, and it is recommended that you spend 40 minutes on task 2 and 20 minutes on task 1 because task 2 carry more marks. Now, in the letter section, you can get three types of letter: formal, informal, or semi-formal. And essay, in case of essay, you can get different types of essays. Like, for example, you can get a strong opinion essay, then a balanced opinion essay, and problem solution one, or advantage disadvantage type essay. In case of academic test, there are also two tasks, task 1 and task 2, but it is a bit different. In the task 1, you have to summarize the text given or the image given there. So what you will do, you will get a pie chart, a bar graph, or a diagram, and you have to summarize it in your own words. In the task 2, you will get essay, and it is recommended that you spend 40 minutes on task 2 and 20 minutes on task 1, because task 2 carry more marks. Now let's come to the fourth module, that is the speaking. The speaking test is same for the journal IELTS as well as the academic IELTS. The speaking test will be a face-to-face interaction with the examiner. Now speaking is divided into three sections: the introduction, the cue card, and the discussion. Now when you go for the speaking test, you have to just remember that you carry your valid passport, because that is your ID proof and examiner will be checking your passport. And the second thing is, when you enter the room, please greet the examiner and only sit when asked to do so. Now, in the introduction, you will be asked some general questions about yourself, a journal introduction like what you do and where is your hometown, what is your full name, and your hobbies. Like, you can get a question, introduce yourself. So, in the introduction part, if you are asked introduce yourself, you have to tell your full name. You have to tell the place you belong to. You can tell your hometown, then your hobbies, and what do you do. And then, if you are asked, are you a student or you work, then you have to tell accordingly. So, these are some of the questions that are asked in the introduction part. The second is the cue card. You will be given a topic and you have to speak on that topic for 1 minute. Examiner will be giving you 1 minute extra for planning the topic and 1 minute of speaking. You have to speak on the topic without stopping in between unless asked to do so. The third will be the discussion round. In the discussion round, you will be asked questions based on the topic asked, or it can be the different one as well. So these are the three rounds of the speaking test. So I hope you understood the test format for IELTS 2020. I hope you liked the video. Thank you. And please don't forget to subscribe to my channel, ieltsdailytips.com.